Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy, for Nerds by Nerds, hanging out with all these nerds today. We were running our special Tampa Bay exclusive
limited time only. If you call now, you can get a free set of dwarves' testicles. That's right, real live, authentic dwarves' testicles.
Not mine, man.
But anyway,
What's the phone number?
where do I follow with that? But now we're going to play a game of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons with some of the fans in the Tampa Bay area, which was really cool. We were able to get together with you guys and locate some Nerdarchy fans even in Florida.
Florida. Which is the best rapper name ever.
Yeah. So we'll start from my left and just go down the line. You guys can say who you are and what you're playing.
Yeah, I'm Joe, and I'm playing the Tabaxi Fighter, Timbershore Bright Cliffs.
I'm Thomas. I'm playing Amber Beach Bright Cliffs, and I'm playing a Trickery Cleric. Tabaxi.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm Nerdarchist Ryan. I'm playing a half-orc fighter of the champion build, and his name is Wrecked.
I'm Adam. I'm playing Alton Stormgage. Just call me Al. A stout halfling barbarian.
I'm Elrin Wolfsbane IV. I'm playing a ranger hunter, and just call me Elrin.
My name's Jose Suarez. I'm playing a life cleric, dwarf, mountain dwarf, named Flint Gravelhead. You'll be hearing me as much as possible talking like this. What's your character's name?
Nice. Flint. It's an old school dwarf name there.
They're all Flints. A little piece of this, a little piece of that.
So as always with our one-shot games, they take place with the adventurers already belonging to the company of the Nag. That's a Nerdarchy mercenary band, and you guys have just completed another successful adventure mission for the Nag, and you're returning to your base of operation. But right now you stopped off at the town of Wrinklefleck.
You know, that was off the cuff.
You talking about? It's written down on the paper. Got all my notes right here.
You just wrote it down.
So you guys just stopped off at the town, village, hamlet, whatever you prefer, of Wrinklefleck, looking for a respite from the road. And of course, I imagine you guys are going to seek out a tavern, where you find a warm bed to spend the night.
Yeah, I think the dwarven ale is what I'm putting in the bed.
Well, I don't know if you're going to find dwarven ale in this place. Or, you're going to find the bartender like sprawling dwarven ale on one of his casks. Sorry, I do not believe that is authentic dwarven ale. What do you mean it says it right on the cask? So, real original name for the tavern, Wrinklefleck Inn. Of course. And it's full of yokels right now. So what are you doing?
All right, brother, let's go in.
After you, brother.
All right.
I could use
burst
an
through
ale.
the door, and essentially my Tabaxi looks like an upright tiger in a pimp hat. Enough said.
Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
I'm right behind him, and I've got like gold fur and kind of tawny looking, and I'm just, hello.
Yeah, I rush in. Who's ready to party? And
On the plus side, they'll probably buy us something good.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and I throw a bag of 100 gold onto the table. Barkeep, a round for everyone. Then sort of look at the crickets in the room.
I'll take 2.
There's about a dozen patrons that they all seem to be locals. There's a grizzled old man standing behind the bar. As he reaches for your pouch of gold, his hands shake. His skin is liver spotted. You can see that you can probably tell that he's probably going blind as the cataracts are nearly overtaking his eyes.
I hope he has some fine-looking relations that'll take over the establishment. He's not one for this world very long.
So, sir, I believe you're overpaid.
Oh, nonsense. We here to party. Everyone, drink. And then
Food would be nice as well.
And then he kind of like cocks his head and looks at the two of you, and then looks over at at the rest of the group and
Their house broken.
"Oh, good. That was my next question. We normally don't allow pets in the establishment."
How dare you?
I hope you know you are speaking to Timber Brightcliff, Emperor of the Nine Realms, Hoarder of the Gold. Yes, I go by many titles, as you might know. You may have heard of me.
So while that's going on, Al would go up to probably some like prissy people who are sitting there and go up and just
There are no prissy people in here.
okay.
Basically.
Whoever like the nicest looking group would be, and just walk up and reach up and grab their mug of ale and just start drinking it and like, here we go, like when he starts the spiel, like here we go again.
So who you end up walking up to is a couple of looks like workmen,
Okay.
and they look to be skilled laborers, and they're wearing the nicest outfits in here, which are basically just workmen's clothes.
Okay.
And you're a
Yeah.
halfling, right?
Yeah, no shirt, just an anchor tattoo.
Then you make it dance.
So I start I set down the head of my maul, and I just start unloading this arsenal of weapons off in the corner. Anybody touches any of those, it's the end of your life. Got it? Good.
I take a look at his weapons, but I don't see anything that piques my curiosity. So I'm just like, you can play with them later.
So obviously, when you go to grab the Al, drop initiative because he's going for your hand.
Okay. Probably not much. Let me see.
Dexterity modifier.
Oh, that would be a whopping 11.
Okay. So this sun brown hand, the size of a hammock, just reaches over and clamps down on your wrist. Boy, that's a man drink there.
Yeah, so boy, like,
Oh no, you called him a boy.
yeah. So we just go to return to grab his wrist. So like
Arm wrestling.
Whose child is this?
And the dwarf finally speaks up and goes, "Not mine." Not they call that one a child either. And I head up to the bar and I go, "I'm hoping you have some dwarven ale. If not, I'll take your best ale. Mead'll do."
I'm sorry, we do not have any ale here, sir, but we do make quite a fetching honey mead.
Good enough. He paid already. I point to him.
Yeah.
I walk up next to the dwarf, kind of nudge him kind of out of the way. I'm like, mead now.
Be right there. And so he begins getting your drinks, but it is painful to watch him move. He's so slow and so old. And until finally a young lady whisks past him and starts pouring the drinks and is already returning with them.
That's what I'm talking
Just
about.
as he's kind of getting to the keg, and he just kind of sighs resignedly and then begins shuffling back to the bar, his place at the bar. And then he, in the meantime, he points over at Al and calls out, "Grelin, leave that child alone."
I'm laughing at every child commentary.
Yeah. If you don't mind, start with that table
Smirk.
first.
I give a smirk. I say, sorry for my hastiness. I'm long journey and I need a good ale to soothe me. And I'm
Can't
with
you hear?
the
He said
cat.
mead. He doesn't have any ale. He has
Mead.
mead.
I'm sorry, I meant mead. I'm with the cat.
It is quite all right, young man. The youth are always quite hasty in their dealings in the world.
If I can grab one of the mugs of ale off the platter that the girl brought out,
Okay.
the honey mead or whatever, I want to grab one and take it over to him and hopefully try to diffuse that situation.
Okay. So what exactly are you trying to do? Because unless you resist, you might be you're dangling in the air from by your wrist.
it's probably what I would picture actually. Is he's just holding on, and then like when the barkeep calls him the child again or whatever, he looks and then just shrugs and lets go, and then when he sees him coming over with the mug, he's just like, whatever, and just grabs it. And
Make a dex check.
it would be 18.
Okay, so as you drop to the floor, the ale sloshes all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But you definitely. How do you want to do it? You can do whatever you want. It happens. If you failed that check, you'd be wearing his mug of ale, but you passed it easily. You can do whatever you want. You can drink it on the way down.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely drink it.
But it's like bullet time, but with alcohol.
That's what I'm
It's
picturing.
still bullet time.
I would be like 3'1" probably.
So you got about 2 foot of fall
Yeah.
before you. So quickly chug it.
Yeah. I picture like I fall and it just kind of pours in as it goes down.
Goes down smooth.
Yeah.
So as that all happens, you hear a hard shriek come from the outside of the tavern as a woman screams.
The dwarf immediately bangs his head against the counter. I thought we were done with this stuff.
I chug my mead, and then grab my hammer, kiss it, and then let's go see what's afoot.
I finish off my meat.
I look.
One drought.
I look extremely disappointed because I thought we were about to start, the party and get the party going, and now we have to get back to work, and my ears droop a little bit, and I'm just like, again, really?
It's all right, brother. The party will be here when we get back.
So you hear tables get shoved, chairs go flying as the townsfolk that are in here as well begin to get up, and then you guys probably react a little bit faster because you're seasoned adventurers, but they're getting up in different states of disarray, startlement, fear, anger, and confusion in general.
Do I know what kind of religion is mainly based in this town? Like, what god do they mainly worship, if any?
The scratch post.
Make a religion check to see if you noticed anything coming in.
Probably not. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, most people in towns like this generally worship whatever. They pay homage to whatever deity serves their needs at the time. So during the harvest, they're going to pray to a harvest god. During the winter, they're going to pray to the winter gods to be merciful.
What kind of cleric are you? Like, what god do you worship?
Chug my beer
Atheist.
as quickly as possible
Atheist.
and pull out my
I'm just making
scimitars
sure, 'cause I've got-
and ready
I didn't
for
pick
what's gonna happen.
Wait a minute, did you make a ranger elf that uses 2 scimitars?
Yeah.
Does he have a panther? You didn't mention that you were a drow elf, all right?
No, I didn't say I was
We got a
drunk.
nice seat for you over there.
What else?
Penavere.
Wood
Penavere.
elf.
Yeah.
Not drunk.
All right, so I'm
fine
already
distinction.
on my way
Yes.
out, stomping heavily.
You're one elven sub race away from
The
disadvantage.
dwarf is also stomping.
What's that?
The dwarf is also stomping on the way out, shaking his head at the chicanery of the cats.
Yeah, I would take out the 2 battle axes and just be like, I'll show these guys what this kid can do, and make my way out.
All right. I'll show you, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got like one saber out, and I'm trying to drag my brother by the back of the collar. Let's go!
As he's, I'll say he's dragging me. I'll pull out a holy symbol from around my neck, and I'll just go with the one that I'm most comfortable with, and pull out lavender, and just kind of do a speech as I'm being dragged away to the people that are like screaming in terror. Be like, "Don't worry, we take care of stuff like this all the time. Put me down."
So with that, you guys exit the inn, and then you also see lights coming on in the houses where people are lighting lanterns, and people are starting to gather outside their doors with torches. There's probably like a lag of 30 to 60 seconds behind you guys, and when you look to the direction of where you heard the scream, the only thing you see is the center of the town. There's a well.
I hear not to go down the well. Never go down the well.
Laying on the ground next to the well is a battered pail.
Like a friend of ours? Somebody kicked the shit out of a friend of ours?
like a bucket or a person?
Like a bucket.
Oh, okay.
Was it kicked?
I'll go trudge over and look at it.
Yeah, my curiosity is piqued. I'd probably run over there and look into the well.
I hear they have 9 lives.
Look for last scene, maybe.
So the first
Guy
thing you
went down the
notice
well.
is blood splattered on the well, on the bricks of the well, also on the pail itself, and blood has been spilled on the ground.
Something's happened.
but you see no sign of anyone else.
You and I both have an alibi. We're inside the entire time. Couldn't be neither of us.
Everyone witnessed the kid.
Yeah.
Do I see any?
I
Like,
mean,
if I look
rock
into the well, do I
solid.
see anything?
Yeah, I imagine my head would be halfway down that well.
It's a little hard to see. It's dark in it. Do you guys have dark vision?
Yeah.
Yes. You do not see anything. The bottom of the well, you can't actually see where the water would be. It's a little bit out of your sight, but you don't see anything in there. Darkness.
Can I pull out my bullseye lantern and sort of aim it down the well?
Yes, you absolutely can. You see the light reflecting back off of the water beneath.
I'll look at the bucket, the pail, and look at like what, just like blunt force trauma type of thing, or.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Sure, I can try to do that.
No.
The first one.
I think it was like this
fail.
before we got here.
This is a bucket.
I have. It's a 2 because I have +1 to intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh.
This isn't a bucket. This is a goblin.
And I sort of try to like start poking this bucket, like, whoa.
It's ensorcelled and magic and shit.
So at the sound of magic, can I inspect this bucket as well?
Yeah, anybody can inspect the scene.
Alright.
Investigation 17.
So, investigation. I'm curious to look at the buckets.
So, you know, one of the things you notice about the bucket, one, it never went into the well. It's dry, other than the blood stains on it.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is, it's dented, but the dents are kind of like creases, like some kind of claw or talon or something. And you can see the scratches in the metal.
Of course I saw that. Any idiot could have seen that.
Can I do a perception check on footprints
Yes.
of anything near? I got a 10 on that investigation. I see. Do I see anything different or just same?
You see the scene as I
Okay.
described it.
All right. 17 plus 5. 22.
Okay, you find a scale.
A scale?
Yes, a very small scale. It's a dark green color.
Okay. Do I know
And-
what kind of animal it would be?
You also, in addition to that, you actually find that very lightly on the cobblestones around the well. There is a pattern that looks like what you've seen in the wild, where a snake would slither.
Mm-hmm.
Except for it's actually the marks you would expect to see in soft earth. You're actually seeing that kind of on the stone and the cobblestones, and it's very faint. You can barely make it out.
Okay, so you all see me kind of on one knee, kind of squinting down at the floor. I kind of stand up like this and say, something heavy. Looks like it's been through here. Something green.
Hey, told you.
Doing that.
I'm trying to watch my weight.
Trying to
Not you.
like try and snatch it. 21.
Okay, so you could definitely try and snatch it.
Alright.
What were you doing?
Snatch the scale.
The scale.
Yeah.
over here.
So do I get this?
Can I react to that?
He actually did a sleight of hand, so you're like, I found something,
Oh,
and it's
He just-
actually snaked
And
it
then
out of your
I'm
hand.
immediately just gonna turn to my brother. Look, it's so shiny.
What?
I
You
wonder
little
what
thief.
creature this one is from.
I know, right? Nature
So-
check on the scale.
Oh, red.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 7.
It's definitely a scale.
It's definitely a scale.
And it's shiny.
It's very shiny.
I'm busy looking at it with him. Can I do a nature check?
You may.
I'm not much better at it. Yeah.
He licks it.
With the focus being on the well and the bucket, I would try to take a look around, like to see if there's any indication anywhere else other than just the well and the bucket blood. If there's any, I don't know, if the tracks lead out any particular direction towards the alley or anything, or if it was really just centralized around the well.
Now, what Ellerin had noticed was, the tracks lead away from the bucket and the well, between two buildings.
I notice him kind of staring off. Does it look like I notice that he's maybe looking?
Well, yeah. If you're paying attention, looking around, you can see him looking around.
That way.
Yeah.
Possible. That way.
Looks like it went this way, guys.
We're standing around with our dicks in our hands.
Onward!
All right.
The dwarf just starts, whatever.
I just sort of like
Walks
toss
over,
the
starts
scale away.
heading down.
Pay no attention to it.
Yeah. Fulfilled our curiosity. What scale?
Like I've completely forgotten about the scale and the bucket tracks.
So you guys, move between two buildings, clearly two houses, and you come out basically the other side where there's just another throughway, another street. This is the ground is mud or dirt.
And the tracks have continued.
No, they don't. They've kind of vanished.
Did they like vanish into a wall or something, or?
Well, you guys can look around for them.
Yeah.
You tell, if you have any ideas you want to try, you can try that. But they don't continue forward. And looking at the ground, you would absolutely. This is before there was some cobblestone, some stones. Then it leads between the two buildings where it's more dirt, real easy to follow, and then it kind of just vanish there.
The tracks vanish and not going into the wall. They just stop.
Yes, they just stop.
Dwarf looks straight
I
up.
told you, just don't truck with no wells. The
dwarf looks straight up, and that's when you hear. It's when you hear like a crunching sound, and coming from over the eave of the roof.
Oh Lord.
Oh boy.
I kind of.
Up there.
It's a bird. It's a plane.
Oh dear.
Does it look like there's a spot where I might be able to scale this wall with my claws?
Oh yeah, you're at Tabaxi. You can easily just right up if you want.
All right.
I got you.
I want to know what we're looking at before I decide to scale the wall.
What do you see,
Fair
dwarf?
point.
How high up?
I heard. I didn't see.
Aye.
And
We
it
both
did not
have
sound
dark
good.
vision. What are we looking at? Can we see it at all? Or?
Well, you see the top of the roof. It's a steep roof.
Oh, so it's above it.
Yeah, and it's on the other. It's on the other side. You think
How high up is the eave?
20 feet.
20 feet. Okay.
Okay.
Well, the roof is like 20 feet, and then probably like a pitch of another like 6 to 8 feet.
Okay.
Sorry.
I did do that, by the way.
Did what? Oh, grab them.
Grab the cat, yeah.
I'm just sort of sticking to the wall. You coming, brother?
They always land on their feet.
I'll climb up after him, and as I get next to him, I'll cast Blessing of the Trickster on him.
Can't we just walk around?
That's what I'm doing.
Where's the
Yeah.
fun in that?
That's what I'm doing. I'm walking around the building to the other side.
That's not fun. I want to go right up to it.
I put away my scimitars and take out my bow.
Okay. All right. So you four walking around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You three or you two. I just multiplied just. Are going up and over.
Yeah, stealthily.
Okay. So you guys will
Don't even think about
first.
throwing
Make
me.
your stealth checks.
Yeah.
And
The Blessing of the Trickster
you are
gives
humanoid.
him advantage.
They're
on
cats.
stealth.
Okay.
Only if you dare.
No.
first one was higher.
So what is your total?
I'm probably going to be in the back
Okay.
with my bow. at
7.
ready.
I needed the advantage. I don't like that.
Unfortunately,
Try this one.
the trickster cleric doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So
But luckily, I'm the one with all the armor and stuff, so
there's
I guess I don't have to be that stealthy.
Does it make me invisible or just advantage?
No,
on
you
stealth?
just get advantage on stealth
I'll take it.
for an hour.
Oh, sweet. So last one.
So you two, since you're climbing up and getting closer, give me perception checks.
Perception
Good rolls.
19.
25
Yeah. Nice rolls.
to actually just get proficiency in
So
perception.
what you two immediately realize is there's actually you hear more than one creature stirring up there, and you hear the chomping of flesh and the snapping of bone
That's always a nice sound.
Instantly, the hair starts to stand up on the back of my neck, and I'm like, maybe we should join our friends back on the ground.
Hold on, let's see what it looks like. I whisper to him.
What's the saying? Curiosity kills the cat.
I just get my shield ready, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to protect him again. Ugh.
So you guys creep up, and as you get to the eave, just on the other side of it, there's actually two creatures. They look like one looks like a snake, about as long as a man. The other one is easily double that. But where the head would be, there's 4 tentacles waving in the air around a beaked maw.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and slide one claw down that wall, try and run back to everyone else.
Okay.
Tail between my legs.
We've seen it. We can go now.
As you know, as they're doing that, you guys come around the corner of the building, and you're looking up, and basically you see these things playing tug of war with the body of a woman, or what you presume used to be the body of a woman.
What does it look like? We obviously didn't see it, so I'd like to hear the description again from characters.
Okay, so from looking down, you're looking up, and what you see is a large serpent rearing up, and one almost half the size of the first. And where the head should be, there's 4 tentacles surrounding a beak-like maw.
Mm.
And you can see reflecting off of any light the green, the dark olive green scales.
So I grab a little bit of dirt from the ground and start like gripping up for my hammer. But then like I look for like some loose rubble and like start chucking at them. Come on, you beastie! Come on!
Okay,
Well,
so
that's one way to do it.
All right,
as soon as
start
you do
the
that,
fight.
you totally get their attention, and they seem drawn to the sound. And their bodies begin to undulate, and they kind of like slide right down the side of the building.
Away from us, though, right?
Oh yeah, away from you guys, towards you guys.
us.
You guys can roll initiative.
Alright.
See, we get to roll initiative.
Yes. 13 plus. What was it? Dex?
I read nothing.
17.
12.
If we're
17.
the only ones that live, we can just move on.
14.
Okay, so the large one seems super eager at the sound, and rushes forward. And it must have been either the barbs from the dwarf or perhaps his pebbles. But
I'm a half orc.
half orc, sorry.
I'm a greenie.
Orc, half orc, it's almost the same thing.
Dwarf.
Big dwarf, short dwarf.
We're all dwarves in our own way.
So coming at the half orc, tentacles first. It hits armor class 22.
Oh yeah, that's gonna connect.
Shit.
And
Yeah, dude. So I'm anyone needs a pad to write anything down.
Sixes?
Damn, you
I got 5 of them right here.
what do you need? D8s?
yeah, I got plenty
Oh,
of
okay.
dice.
I know, I can see that huge
Sorry.
bag.
So 20 points of damage as it slams into your chest with the tentacles.
That's alright, I can take another couple of those, I think.
And then the tentacles begin wrapping around you as the beak slams into your chest. Are you wearing, what kind of armor are you wearing?
Adamantine plate.
Yeah, so it bounces right off your adamantine plate. You can feel it pressing, and you can hear the scratching sound as it's trying to get to the warm, tasty, gooey stuff inside. And with that, its tail lashes around itself, and it comes towards your back. Which you're probably not all that aware of that, but these guys can see that. But you do feel something slam into your back. A 14 is not going to penetrate your armor. So as it's pushing against your chest, you then feel something slam into your back as you're jostled back.
Oh, you're feeling frisky, huh?
And then the other one goes at a 17. A couple of you guys went at a 17 as well?
Yeah, me and him had 17.
Okay, so you two and the smaller one are actually going to go at the same time.
Which one do you want?
What are your dexes?
The score?
Yeah,
19.
16.
16. So you can go first.
Okay.
The higher dex.
Well, I was telling him I'm kind of in the rear of the group with my bow drawn, and I fire at the creature that is attacking the half-orc.
Okay.
So, come on, no one. 14. Plus what, attack bonus, right?
Yeah.
A 7.
You have a 14 on the die.
Yeah.
That hits.
It's 20. Alright. 1d8. 1d8. 3. 7. 7 damage.
Okay.
Lowly 7 damage.
So your arrow kind of like slams into the side of it. It doesn't actually penetrate its scales. It kind of flinches a little bit, but you feel like that was a better shot than what it's showing. You're up, Al.
All right.
Big Al.
Yeah, so I would probably just do some kind of crazy battle cry and go into a rage.
I'm not a goddamn child. He just ruminates on that thing from the bar.
From earlier.
I'm stuck on that.
Yeah.
And
You're not my father.
I'll show you a child.
Yeah.
And then reckless attack, right?
Go for it.
Okay, so advantage.
You get advantage of the roll if you need some more d20s. Yep.
Yeah, 17 on the die.
Yep, that'll hit. And which one were you going after?
Oh, the one that went after
Wrecked.
my butt over here, was
Big
it?
Papa.
Yeah.
Wrecked.
Wrecked.
So that hits.
This hits.
Yeah.
So you get d8s.
And what are you attacking with?
Oh wait.
Battle axes.
Okay.
So would I also get that on... I wouldn't have advantage on the extra attack, would I?
All your
All your attacks have
okay.
advantage. Yeah.
So it would be 1d8 plus 4.
So 7
Yep.
for the first one.
19 on the
It's gonna
die.
connect you.
So...
That's just a regular axe?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'd be...
You guys all took a magic item, right?
Yeah.
That'd be 7.
Another 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, 6. I'm sorry.
And then common item
Yeah.
was the thing. So you get one more attack. It gets another shot. Oh yeah.
16 on the die. Plus 7. There we go. It'd be 8, 4, plus 2, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be 14.
Okay. So you did 7, 7, and 14?
Yep.
Okay. So, I don't know if you're going to notice it since you're raging, but the anyone who might be paying attention will notice that the axe just isn't biting as deeply as it should. You definitely, you're definitely causing damage to it,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, it's not as effective as you feel it should be.
Okay.
So, both Al and Flint can take attacks of opportunity. As for whatever reason, the small one that you actually hit with the arrow, or no, that one got hit with the arrow. So you guys all attack the same one. All right. The one that hasn't been hit actually darts past the two of you and seems very interested in elf flesh.
Nom, 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 nom.
So 17. And that's with the
You still get
Warhammer,
advantage, right?
which is a plus 7, 24.
Yes,
Isn't
it's still
it?
good.
Isn't it
I
just
think
for
it's just
the
for his turn.
when you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Doing
Yeah.
so gives you advantage.
Yeah, once you decide, all your attacks are advantage.
Oh, okay.
Didn't help.
7 points
Yeah.
of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nice thing too is if one of those is a 1, you get to re-roll it. 0.
Yeah.
And what was
Lucky.
that?
Miss.
Oh, you missed?
Yes.
Are you sure?
It would be a 6 on the die plus 7.
13.
13,
It does
yeah.
miss. But not by that much, so.
Oh, okay.
And all right, so you smack the 1 as it goes by you with your hammer. You felt like you hit with a solid blow, but it just didn't do quite as much as you would think it should do. Does a 15 hit the ranger? Or 16, I'm sorry.
Fuck. Yes.
Did the
Just hit
15
my
hit?
armor.
'Cause actually,
Oh,
I remember
the
15?
DMG for a second?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so
I
yeah,
had 16 armor class. Damn, well, you're almost right on it.
Tie goes to the hitter.
So everyone else that hasn't gone yet can now go.
Right.
Okay, so now we get our normal attack.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
You're actually up. You guys are coming around the corner as all this is going on, and you guys can jump in the fray after Flint.
Come on, cats.
that'll be a
Join the
21.
fight.
I'm right there with you.
And 5 points of damage, bludgeoning.
Okay. Which one did you go after?
Huh?
Which one did you go after?
The one that has,
Thank you.
the one that went between us,
Okay.
the smaller one.
Okay.
He's closer, I would think.
Well, he was hanging back a little bit. The ranger was. The elf.
Who's next to me? Is there anyone?
No, none of them are near you. Well, he is now.
Okay.
Flynn is now. The dwarf
How
rushed
close?
to your aid.
How close are you to me? Or how close?
I
is
just
he?
took a swing at him.
Yeah, he's 5.
Okay.
Within the 5 foot step range.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just wanting to know.
All right, so it looks like the fun isn't yet over. Let's do this, brother.
Okay. Is he going first or am I?
Well, after wrecked.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I get to reroll that because of okay, and that's that. So only one of my attacks is going to land. I rolled a 13 for my low attack and way higher for the other. So that's going to be 12 points of damage, bludgeoning from a maul.
Okay.
And that's to the big one that has slammed into me quite a bit.
Yeah, same thing as I described with the rest of the attacks.
Yeah,
It
just
is-
bouncing off like
Yes,
blubbery
it's
flesh.
resisting it.
Stop resisting.
Yeah, it hisses in your face, and you feel the flecks of spittle hit your skin, and this breath is dank, and smells of death and decay.
I need a few drinks after this.
All right, what are you guys gonna go?
I've got both scimitars out. So the big boy's still up. Let's party. And he runs up and charges it with both scimitars out. He's just gonna attack it with his scimitars.
Okay.
I can get to it, right?
Where's the
Yes.
third attack?
All right, sweet. So first
So your
attack,
weapons and
9's gonna
bonus
miss.
action, you get to use.
11's gonna miss,
all
wow.
weapons.
So
So you get to attack.
26 is gonna hit. So
that will hit. So you run in with a flurry of scimitar blows, and they just, for the most part, just bounce right off of its scally hide.
He was too
provide
eager. Too eager.
10 non-magical, and then I'm going to action surge.
Okay, so you finally find a chink between its scales and just ram your scimitar in there, but it just doesn't bite as deeply as you would like.
Yeah. Alright, and then 2 more attacks. 21 and 26. So this was 8.
You could have dual wielded 2 light
5,
weapons.
9 damage.
But since
So half that.
dual wielder lets you take non-light weapons.
Yeah,
dual
might as
wielder,
well.
yeah.
All right, Cleric, you're up.
Okay. How close am I to him? Because I know he's being attacked by the smaller one.
He's actually you're probably closer. You guys were probably closer to him than you were the other guys. You actually probably ran by to go after the big one.
Okay. I don't want him to get eaten by the small one, even though, I prefer my brother. He's, a party member. So,
Yeah, it is.
Elven.
so
You're Elven too, right?
no, I'm a tabaxi.
Oh yeah, right.
But
sorry.
I kind of peek my holy trickster symbol out of my pocket and do my channel divinity to invoke duplicity, to basically put an illusion of myself right in front of him to kind of try to distract the worm.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run after my brother and bonus action cast Shield of Faith on him.
Nice one.
So just kind of trying to distract and
Okay.
confuse.
You know, I've seen a cat play with snakes, so I think we're gonna do pretty well here.
All right. So with that, the big one goes first, and so the three of you are kind of in its face.
Yeah.
And you've gotten its attention with your flurry of flashing scimitars as it turns away from the half-orc
It's not
and
interesting.
slams its face first into the ground right where you were standing. The tentacle goes splat out in all different directions,
You're gonna have to try harder than that, worm.
and with that, it can't really see very well what's going on, so it blindly lashes out at you with its tail, which goes way over your head.
I'm gonna use a reaction to riposte that attack and make a 1 melee attack's reaction.
Okay.
And I miss blindly.
It was way over your head, too far.
Yeah.
So with that, the 17s can go.
All right. Can I drop my bow and wield my 2 scimitars and attack, or is that?
Do you have dual weapon fighting?
Yes, I do.
Then yes, you can.
Okay. So I drop my bow on the floor, grab my 2 scimitars, and do 2 attacks on the creature in front of us.
Okay.
Just roll 2. Shit. Wow. Oh wait, the plus 2, 6, 7, 8, 6, 17.
Hits.
Okay, 1 hits. So I kind of 1 misses, and then let's see. 6. Is that the damage too? That's 1. 6. Man.
All right. Same thing as with those guys. Halfling.
Yeah, so I'm
Big Al.
still raging. So and now I'm even more infuriated. So I'm going to go reckless attack again.
Yeah.
First attack,
You roll that.
halfling lucky.
Ooh,
little bit.
it's probably gonna hit.
That'd be a 18.
No, absolutely.
Nice, nice.
Completely forgot about the lucky feet.
Yeah.
It'd be 10.
You didn't roll a 1 though.
Well, no, he's a halfling, so the reroll ones.
Yeah.
10.
Back there, rerolled some of those
Nice.
attacks.
Oh, net 20.
Yeah.
Do you need a
First
D8?
20 of the night.
Nice.
The god's favorite red.
Oh, that one.
Just don't roll a 1 because it'll ruin it.
You jinxed
I did ruin it.
So,
Jinxed it.
so it'd be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
12 on the crit.
Yep. Because the plus damage doesn't get doubled either,
Nope.
does it?
It's just the dice.
That's gonna do it.
It'd be 17, yeah. So 24.
Yep.
I keep forgetting. 7, 9. 9 damage.
I'm thinking in terms of D&D Battleship that the AC is 14.
So, you guys can hear it hissing and grunting into the ground as you slam your axes into it time and time again. And they kind of like bounce off with a meaty thump.
Yeah.
And then the smaller one is going to continue going at the elf. Does everyone nice bank shot. Thanks for the assist. Everyone knows elves are tasty.
Talk about them too sick.
So AC 21.
Oh, thank you.
Elves, they're magically delicious.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my god, really?
Dude, I had
For 8 points of damage,
Terrible.
as the tentacles reach out and begin to wrap around your chest and claw at you, because on the end of the tentacles are these spikes, like claws. Matter of fact, it's when you guys take a chance to think about it, you're going to realize that that's actually what damages the pale. And now that it's pulling your chest towards its beak, is going to try and bite.
Can I do a reaction to try to pull away?
Yeah, you can go
Like a
reaction.
strength check?
Do you have is it an ability, or you just want to try and pull away?
I just want to try to pull away.
Well, that's assumed to be in your defense. So it is going to hit, and you're going to take another 4 points of damage as it begins gnawing. You're not actually grappled.
Okay. No, that's what I was wondering. I didn't know if I was grappled or not.
No, you're not actually grappled, but they have a special thing where if they hit you with the tentacles, then the beak attack happens. So I envision that's them pulling you into their beak with their tentacles.
How much damage did you say?
4.
Oh, 4.
It was
okay.
4 on the last one. Yep.
Okay.
Am I up?
I believe Flint is next, right?
Okay.
I'm going to put the warhammer into my shield hand to hold it, and then I'm going to reach out with my hand and touch this guy for a, what was that, an 11? Plus 17.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use, that's not that one I want to use. I'm going to use inflict wounds, necrotic, 4th level, so it's 5d10. And that's going to be 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 points of necrotic damage to the smaller one.
So that totally destroys it. Do you want to describe what happens to it?
I just, I lay the hands on it, and slowly but surely, it just withers away into nothingness and just shrivels up, dries up, and collapses. Almost turns to dust.
You know, we let
That's what
him.
the sea moves, it does turn to dust.
We let him heal us sometimes with his hands touching us like that. I don't know if I want to let him do that anymore.
I wonder how he plays it.
And if I
Now-
can, I'll just take the warhammer back.
Remind me not to mess with that
Yes.
hand.
Yeah. Thank you,
There
dwarf.
go. Don't thank me.
Do not look at the hand that heals you.
Exactly.
Was that the one that was in front? That was.
That was the one in front of you.
Okay.
It's small.
Okay.
All right. Apparently, I'm only gonna hit on one attack per round. So that's AC 18.
Okay.
And at this point, I very well may as well savage attack it. Let's see here. Alright, so let's roll. Alright, so it's 14 points of bludgeoning good damage.
Who are you attacking with?
Oh, a maul.
Did they do 2d6 though?
2d6. Yep.
I didn't even realize there was another 2d6 weapon.
Mauls are great swords, man.
Yeah, it's the bludgeon.
You said
version of
16?
great. Let's see. Math, 14.
14. Close enough.
Plus math.
Plus math.
Alright, so you bounce that sucker right off the back of its skull.
What's that elegant little weapon?
I feel like it's gonna fall over.
Kitty cats.
Alright.
You were first, brother.
Sort of crack my neck.
I don't know what you guys are envisioning, but I'm envisioning only Wily Cat from Thundercats.
I'm picturing Puss in Boots because someone said that, and now I'm just picturing
Yeah,
Puss
so
in
I
Boots.
sort of tip my hat. So the big one wants to play, does he? And I go back at it with those scimitars. First attack, 10. Second attack, 15. Third attack, 11. Wow, so only one's going to hit again. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try a trip attack on it. I'm not sure if it can go prone.
I guess we'll find out. But, well, here's the thing. It kind of slithers along the ground.
Yeah, I would argue that it can't really go prone.
So I wouldn't. I don't think you would try to get
Yeah,
around.
I'm thinking that it's slithering on the ground. I probably wouldn't. So I'll just go for the regular attack. 7 damage total. So have whatever.
Okay.
And as fighters, we both have the option to action surge should we want to.
I did that.
Yeah, he did that first. He opened up with the action surge.
I missed 3 out of 5 attacks.
Nice. Good. Well done. Well done.
It's gonna take a little while to warm up these dice tonight.
You're illusionary duplicate. Do you have to use an action to control it or anything?
Bonus action.
Okay. And you're up.
Okay. Well, in that case, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to use my bonus action to make my duplicate run from the elf next to my brother.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run up and get next to my duplicate on the other side. So it's like me, him, and then duplicate me.
Okay. Cat.
Oh, no, wait. I need to be within 5 feet of it. Never mind. It's me and my duplicate standing next to each other, and then my brother.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my action to make a melee attack, which I have advantage on because I'm within 5 feet of my duplicate. So I'm just going to bop it on the face with my mace. Just boom. Or try to, anyway. Probably not gonna.
Did you double 9 it? I think you double 9 it.
9 plus 7 is 15 to hit.
Yes,
Need
that will
another
hit.
9 in there.
Alright, 1d6 plus strength.
So him and the duplicate are playing whack-a-mole.
7 bludgeoning damage.
I think when you bob on the nose, you're like, bad.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I did. Is I just pulled my mace out and just poof, bad one.
Okay. So with that, it finally pulls itself out of the ground. The first thing it seems to lock eyes on is the halfling. Al looks bite-sized, comes in with the tentacles.
That's cocked. The problem is cocked.
Yeah, it is. And slams into the ground next to you. And whips the tail around. And that one I don't know, may hit. It hit AC.
Just love eating
Where's
dirt.
your armor class?
17.
17.
It hits that exactly, actually.
Go figure. No, it does absolutely hit the 17. So the tail slams into the back of you for 13 points of damage.
So it'd be 7, right? Because of the resistance?
Yeah, you get to have it.
Yeah. Or
He's got the
The
bear.
bear.
The bear.
not only be 6 though, it's 13. So
Round
Oh, okay.
like there's any other kind of barbarian.
yeah.
And with that, it kind of like spins around and tries to flee away from you guys back down the alleyway.
So attacks of
Will be
opportunity is what you're
going
saying.
by us?
Yes, it'll go by
Okay.
pretty much everyone.
So
Everyone
we'll
can
get
attack?
that.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, it's gonna hit the 24.
Using my
Perfect.
26.
2 attacks.
The only one attack though. It's a attack of opportunity.
Oh,
AC 14 on the nose. Got it.
wow,
Right,
let's
AC
flip
14,
right to
is
that
it?
too.
How much those?
Just keep talking.
12.
6.
12, 6.
Whopping 5.
Then 12,
5 as well.
I gotta take this to my regular DS.
5 as well.
19
20 is done
Yeah.
pretty well.
19.
with one of my yeah hit.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Then sorry. 4 plus 8. I think I have. And an 8. Sorry.
okay. All right. So with that, the 17s can go. It has made it basically to the other side of the alleyway that you guys had chased it through.
All right. I'm gonna try attack him again with 2 swords or with 2 scimitars.
And then it just dies.
Oh.
Once I finally calculated all the damage, so it literally makes it to the end of the alleyway and just falls flat. Tentacles splayed out.
Delayed reaction. Got the job done. Back to the party.
I follow behind him, and I'm just like, that was quite boring.
It could have been better. It's no blue dragon. Remember that, brother?
I just roll my eyes.
Can I look? Can I kind of look at the creature to look for any indication of possibly like a master behind it, or just anything in general?
Yeah, you can. But at the same time, people, like the people of the town are starting to like call out looking for each other.
10, 15.
So 15, not really. These creatures look really alien and foreign to you, and you may not have seen anything like them.
First, I thought you rolled that crit one. I got a minus 10 to that check.
The
I think it's a danger noodle.
the body
Dangerous as
did,
noodle
like, was there very much of the body, or did they just drop it, or was it devoured, or
Is it still
or what
alive?
could we see?
The body,
Yeah.
you're guessing they dropped it or ate it or whatever. From here, if you take a look, you see bits and pieces on the
Okay.
roof.
I'm gonna go ahead and just scale it now that I'm like really curious. I wonder what they did do with that body, you know?
And then anyone who goes over towards where the large one was slain, you'll hear you hear an old woman crying about her poor galley.
She's inside it.
Why don't you go look?
Oh, that's good.
You're not supposed to say stuff like that. She's most likely inside of it. Probably inside of it.
She begins to shriek hysterically.
At this point, I'm like, I always have to clean up after them, and I pull out my holy symbol of lavender again, walk over to the old lady and try to gently calm her down. I pet her on her head like you would a fellow tabaxi. Just, dear, just try and calm down.
Yeah, she calms a little bit, but she's still pretty much hysterical.
It's okay. I don't think he felt any pain.
So up on the roof, am I just seeing like a bloodbath?
I just stare at you like you're an idiot.
That looks like it hurt a lot.
Yeah, it's basically a
I do have
bloodbath.
8
Like
charisma,
most
so
of
I
the
don't
body,
really know.
there's not much of the
That's
body
what-
left, but there is like a foot and an arm
It's like,
still up there.
So I just
So can you
lean-
gotta find the
My
foot in the arm?
social skills
I
aren't
just
that
lean over the
great.
side of the roof. Brother, I found a foot!
A lucky human's foot.
I toss it down at his feet.
I look at the foot and I go, but we already have one of those.
I found an arm too, but I feel like have we seen one of those before? Yeah, I believe that guy has one. You have 2.
I should mention our characters aren't very intelligent.
I can gather that.
And that's when the shrieking begins anew.
Oh, but big time.
I tried. I'm bored at this point. I'm gonna go wander away.
What you've gathered was it was her granddaughter.
Brother, console her. Give her the foot.
No nicety at all. I'm just like, I don't think that'll work.
Nonsense. Everyone loves a human foot. And I just like slide down the wall like, where's everybody? What's going
A
on?
dwarf is just listening to this chatter, just shaking his head.
I think Al would still be just raging on the dead body, just like there's some short jokes, and just start just wailing on it for the next.
He's a kid now.
For the next 42 seconds or so.
Barbarians.
Were you fighting with one axe or 2?
2.
Okay.
So just
I imagine just like a little blender trying to chop its way into the knife. Or into the worm, rather.
Well, we can.
So you said the shrieking began anew, or was that was the
Yeah, that was the-
Okay.
the
I didn't know. I thought you meant it was
yeah.
like somewhere else there was
Yeah, I was
another
thinking the
shriek.
same thing. So we should go elsewhere. Well,
Say we
Oh,
saw
I
a
guess
tab
they came
open
from
in
the
town.
well.
you spent 100 gold for all that meat.
Yeah, I'm expecting we'll go back there.
Yes, we're going back there now. Someone else can clean this up.
Wait. I probably shouldn't be the one to point this out, but it came from the well. Maybe there's something to do
I
with the well.
checked down the well. It's just water. we
Yeah,
don't need to go down there.
we both looked down the well. There was nothing in
You
there.
know they got snakes that can like swim. and I don't give a shit.
Well, you can jump in the well and find out.
Yeah, we got no business in water.
I don't wanna get wet.
Yeah.
Did anyone
He walks over.
throw
to
anything
the
down the
dwarf.
well to
the
make
dwarf-
sure it wasn't an illusion?
The dwarf walks over to you and he goes, "But how gonna get the cats to go into the water?"
I don't hear him say that, but you can see me just kind of like grooming myself.
I have ways. It's usually just picking up and throwing.
Yes, the last time,
What he can do.
the last time we were in the water, we fought a kraken. It was huge, and I just start going on this tangent about how we fought a kraken. It's totally fake. You can obviously tell.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
kind of like looking at you like
He was like
I start by saying it's got like 5 heads, and then later I say 6. You know?
he was in the water. I didn't have anything to do with it. I don't like water.
This thing kind of looks like a kraken.
You know what? It kind of does. You're lucky. I have experience with these. Stand back.
I point to the one that's all shriveled up, and I go, "Yeah, and
I see. Somebody salted the kraken.
you can say that."
You swim well.
Sure.
One of the villagers steps up and
Must come
says,
from a sword.
"We didn't have problems like this before you foreigners came here. The strangers has brought ill omens upon us and monsters."
we foreigners.
Haven't you wondered why there's no monsters up to this point? We've been defending you. A deception check. Just trying to like make him think. We've been just on the outskirts protecting these people the whole time. 13.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, but I don't know. We've never had anything like this happen around here before. Before you folks showed up with your strange ways and your talking cats,
Surely you've angered the
orcs and
gods somehow.
dwarves and children.
Yeah, as soon as the children thing, I would be like, "Really?" And just start like walking over, like not drawing weapons or anything, but just like, "Really?"
Who lets children play with axes for the love that all that is holy?
I walk up to the mob, and I put my hand on my nice beefy hand on his shoulder, and I said, "Look, chump, I'd be careful about calling him a child. He has this really bad habit of planting axes in people's heads. I call them children."
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You shouldn't let children play with axes.
All right. It's
One
okay.
more. One more.
We can make it up to you. Tie it
More
short.
times we'll walk away. I'm heading for the bar. I got some meat that's been paid for.
Yeah,
I
I'm
will have
heading
my fill.
to the bar as well.
I'm gonna put my arm around this guy's shoulder. It's okay. We can make this up to you. I have treasures, you see. Treasures you would not believe. I point to this cart of obvious trash pulled by a mule.
I'm just standing in front of the cart, just doing the showgirl thing. Just,
I actually. So, by the look of him, what age, how many years do you think he has?
Well, it looks to be about. Well, I have a son who's 8. Although he's not as brawny as this one. And who would tattoo their child?
You know,
This is criminal.
in the southern lands, they have some odd ways.
oh man, I should have taken calm
I think he's
emotions
part
for the
goblin.
barbarian.
Yeah.
Boy, why don't you put down those axes and come have a good meal?
If you're ever got some gold at that tavern, heavy tab open. Feel free to join us. We are partying tonight.
I would challenge him to arm wrestling
Oh,
in the tavern.
What are you gonna do, brother?
But someone else pipes up.
Half orc.
Where did these monsters come from? If you didn't bring them and you say you have nothing to do with it,
We don't know. We just killed it for you.
Does the well have a water source? Not that I care about this damn town. With all the people, kids.
It's full of
It comes
water. Let's not
from
investigate
underground.
further.
the well has been here as long as we have.
Yes, it couldn't have been the well. End of story. Let's not explain this well any further.
Let's just hang out.
Down the well, it's okay.
I'm not scared of water. I'm just saying. I don't know what you're talking about. Who said I was afraid of water? That guy's a liar.
Nobody said it.
With his mini
said
kraken coming out of
No monsters have ever come out of the well before.
Yes. See?
Are you sure it
So,
came from there?
Well, I was gonna see if anyone in this bar or in the town saw where it came from. Obviously, someone knew who it was taken.
Well, I suggest there's one person who might have known.
Yeah, well, yes, but we know where she's at.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to go back over outside with beaten hand, and I'm going to go and investigate the well. What I'm looking for is if there's any sign. All right, I have absolutely nothing that should be saying this off. Oh, except emails coming in. All right, and
I really don't want to go down
I'm trying
the well.
to see it. It looks like water came splashing out. Investigation roll, not a very great one. I think that's an 11. Total.
11 total?
Yeah.
So, what you do realize is running your hands on the
Yeah.
inside of the well, it's damp, but it's a well too, so that may not actually have anything direct correlation with water splashing up.
I really don't want to go in the well, but I see him going to look at it. So because I want to try to find a reason not to go down the well, I'm going to go help him look for clues as well.
Okay.
Trying to not go down the well.
So
if I can prove that they didn't come out of the well, then maybe I don't have to go down the well.
my tabaxi brain at work. Okay, everybody stand back. If there's something in the well, I'm taking care of it now. And I just chuck alchemist fire down the well.
That works too.
There. If there was anything, it's gone now. Back to the party.
Could I do a wisdom check just for like a gut feeling for any course of action?
Sure. So you chuck a flask of alchemist fire down the well. You hear a splash, and then there's no light or anything.
Well, that was about as effective as your fighting of the beast.
The
So.
wall.
Is it?
Can I?
A wall.
Can I pick up like a pebble or something and try to hit the vial of alchemist fire?
Yeah, like is it floating on the surface?
Oh, yeah, it would probably float. You can try. And,
Oh boy.
at disadvantage because you hear where it hit. Right? It's dark down there.
Yeah.
So seeing him like pick it up, I'm just gonna aim my bullseye lantern down there.
Okay.
So I want to see what happens after this.
You're probably to go with the side.
Nope.
Does he still have disadvantage because of?
Yeah.
His eyes are
What'd you
closed.
Yep.
get? What was the end result? A one?
A one.
One.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's why I said nope.
That's right, brother. I'll get it this time. I pull out another one, and this time throw it at the edge of the well, like right before the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, are you two looking over at the same time?
Yeah.
We're both just looking in the well, trying to figure out how not to go in there.
Well, I'm doing more of like a fire in the whole
Dwarf's taking
thing.
a step back. He's taking a step back, lighting up right behind this one.
You know what? I'm gonna second wind.
I was heading towards the bar, but kind of stopped for a second. I mean, I'm kind of in the back, kind of intrigued to see what the cats are doing.
With the dragon.
But seeing, but seeing that they were playing with fire, I kind of stay in the back to not get burned. Because I'm picturing two cats in cartoons, like leaning over and then exploding, and then they're come up with the charred face.
I
That's
think
why I
more,
backed away and behind
Yeah.
him.
I think more like Wile E.
So I
Coyote
can
with
push him
dynamite.
into the water if he lights up.
Hey,
Oh
two
lord.
birds with one stone.
The bucket that was
One cat.
dented in, was it like the bucket for the well, like with a rope attached to it, like it was lowered, like they would lower the bucket and then bring water up?
No. There's a rope that's kind of like attached to the well, and it
Okay.
looks like they probably just attach a bucket and drop it in and get their water.
Okay.
So does the alchemist fire go off this time?
Throw it at the side. It does.
Does anything happen? Besides
The
our-
one bobbing in the water also goes
Explodes.
off.
All right, cool.
And one of the things you do realize, because you have so much light down there, the instant before you're
Yeah.
blinded, is that it does seem to drop into some kind of cavern underneath.
And then after that, I just sort of fall back, stand up, like almost jump back up. Brother, we must go.
I catch
What'd you
up and I
see?
go,
Really? Okay.
lift, and toss him in.
And at that, I activate my winged boots and just float back up the well.
Heroic pose. Heroic pose.
Yeah.
What did you see, cat?
It seems there's a cavern. We should probably go down there.
All right. Maybe I shall go first, since I am.
So and also in the
Ranger.
crowd you hear cries of sorcery, sorcery.
And like seeing that I've got everyone's attention, I just start like showboating, doing backflips and stuff in the air.
If I heard that, I'd go, it's not sorcery, it's a blessing from the god of lavender.
All right.
And the cleric just shakes his head. Next thing you know, he's on the ground rolling, laughing his arse off, on just laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing. Ah, the heroic cats, afraid of their own shadows, afraid of the water. And we must go down there, brother. But no! We're flying up, away from the water.
Afraid of the water?
We are not afraid of water.
I pull out a scimitar and fly straight down the well towards, where the cabin is. And then, you're coming down, you dwarf!
I was going.
You know what? Yes, I'm jumping in right after him. Me and my 300 pounds.
I'm looking down the well, just like
Why?
I'm really gonna have to go after him.
Cinching a grappling hook.
I was actually going to do that.
You can do that, but you know the well is deeper than 60 feet.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. I want to make sure I just
You're
stand on top
The
of it.
rope that's
Deck save,
attached
like,
to the well that
flying
you
this
use to
out
drop
or
the bucket
something.
in.
What's your armor class?
I'm gonna trust my grapple.
Oh, 16?
Yeah, you might be
You
better.
still
I'm not
have.
sure.
Well, you might still have shield
Okay,
faith.
that's
How long
not
does it last?
good.
Oh wait, this thing was a bucket.
Do you want me,
I just think it's
other cat? Do you want me to?
How much weight can your boots
you
take?
get on my back so you don't have to.
Sandy,
Yeah,
thank
pull
you.
it up.
I'm sorry, Sandy. Do you want to
I doubt it's 300
jump on my
pounds.
back so you don't get wet? Too wet?
In other words, you're
Claws come out of my hand and I go, I can climb down by
Okay.
myself. Thank you very much.
Thought I'd offer.
Last page.
Sandy, like Sandy Beach.
Amber Beach. My
Okay.
my official tabaxi name is Amber Beach, but then the name that I introduce myself is just Sandy.
Okay.
Because they kind of have like tabaxi, they have like
yeah,
their
it's
name,
10.
their proper
Yeah.
name, and then
Yeah.
nicknames.
So
Right, okay.
you're going right into the water. We say, your fall's broken. But
As is your
I'll
cat.
take some damage. Okay.
One life. Done.
you each take 5 points of damage.
Which is pretty sweet.
And then I just start freaking out at that point.
So now you're underwater.
Can my boots, like, fly me up out of the water?
Okay, so you start pushing up, and you guys are kind of like the well is like
If you drown my brother, we're gonna have issues.
Are you grappling me for real?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm using it as a platform so I can look around.
So when you start floating up, there's only between the water and the ceiling, there is only about 4 foot.
Alright. So I'm gonna try and get into that cavern and just get on all fours and start shaking around trying to get myself dry. Because I'm...
There's water everywhere.
Oh, there's water everywhere. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's just wonderful.
The cavern is half submerged. So when you actually stand up, you realize there's only about 4 foot of water.
Oh, sorry, dude.
So I am just panicking, looking for any way out of this situation. Can I, like, climb up to the side, just sort of hang on the side of the water, like, looking down, like, oh, that's bad.
Well, in the well you can,
Yeah, in the well.
but once you go into the cavern beyond the well, it's just water.
Do you know we're playing Tabaxi? Because I feel like this is...